Hold on to your Pi wallets, pioneers, because the latest Pi Network news has sent shockwaves through the entire crypto world. From a jaw-dropping 25% Pi coin price surge to whispers of a potential Pi Network Binance listing, this might just be the biggest week in Pi's journey since the Pi Network mainnet launch. Is this the beginning of a meteoric rise? Or is it just a temporary pump in the chaotic world of crypto news? Either way, you better not blink because this is a wild one. Now here's a question for you. Will Pi hit $314 before the next major token unlock? Or is this rally too good to be true? Type your prediction in the comments right now. And if you're riding this wave with the rest of us, type Pi Network to the moon along with your country name. I want to see how far this global movement is reached. And hey, before we dive into this roller coaster ride, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more Pi Network updates, and share this video with your fellow pioneers. Let's grow this community together. You can also join the Telegram group and Facebook page, links in the description. Also, quick reminder, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not investment advice. Alright, Pi family, let's dig in. So, what's got the entire Pi crypto community buzzing right now? Let's rewind just a bit. Out of nowhere, Pi coin exploded. I'm talking a clean, sharp surge of over 21% in one day, eventually breaking past the 25% mark. That's not a little jump. That's momentum. That's potential. And for a moment, Pi became the top-performing altcoin across the board. And remember, all this happened during a bearish week in the broader crypto market. Bitcoin was limping. Ethereum was down, but Pi was dancing, and the Pi coin price wasn't just moving. It was speaking loudly. Now, if you've been following the Pi Network update today, you already know the community has been on edge. There's been confusion, disappointment, and a lot of silence from the core team. But suddenly, that spark reignited. The feeds came alive again with Pi to $314, and when Binance listing, comments flying faster than ever. But here's the real question, what caused this sudden Pi price surge? Well, a major trigger seems to be a community poll by Binance itself. Yep, the same Binance exchange that everyone's been speculating about for months. Back in February, they ran a poll through Binance Square asking the community whether they'd like to see Pi Network listed. And guess what? Over 85% voted yes. Now don't get too excited. No official listing has been confirmed. No announcements yet. But let's be honest. Binance doesn't do things randomly. These polls are often used to test the waters. If 85% of users show support, you better believe Binance Pi Network listing discussions are happening behind the scenes. Meanwhile, back in the Pi Network KYC trenches, another important shift is happening. Pioneers are finally migrating. After years of mining, many users are now verified and successfully moving to the Pi Network mainnet. I myself just passed 366 Pi, and let me tell you, seeing that balance in a usable wallet hits differently. KYC is no longer the monster it once was. People are clearing it. And now that Pi KYC problems are being slowly addressed, more pioneers are unlocking real utility. It's emotional, it's personal, it's finally becoming real. But we can't ignore the flip side of this excitement, the volatility. After that massive pump, Pi saw a sharp dip again, touching $0.407. Its all-time low. That shook people. Some called it a rug pull. Others lost hope. But Pi wasn't done. It bounced right back to 70 cents within days. That's a 50% recovery in less than a week. That's not hype, that's resilience. But this is where things get tricky. April alone saw over 190 million Pi unlocked into the circulating supply. And guess what? May is projected to release another 188 million Pi coins. If you know anything about markets, you know what that means. Serious market pressure. This flood of supply can drag prices down, and when the Pi Network listing still isn't official and confidence is still shaky, things get dangerous. And then comes the community sentiment. Mixed, emotional, unpredictable. Some pioneers are buzzing with hope, checking price charts every hour. Others are cautiously watching from the sidelines, waiting to see if we hit $1. And some are already planning their exit strategy. Sell half at $1, hold the rest. You know how it goes. But what happens if everyone starts selling the moment we hit $1? Simple. Momentum dies. Growth stalls. We need a long-term mindset to truly push Pi forward. And speaking of long-term vision, I went down the rabbit hole recently and spent 4 days studying Bitcoin's early history because I kept hearing this phrase. Pi Network is like early Bitcoin. But is it really? Let's compare. Bitcoin's first ever recorded value in 2009 was 76 cents. Guess what? That's exactly where Pi hovered for a moment just recently. Spooky, right? In 2010, Bitcoin was used to buy 2 pizzas for 10,000 BTC. That gave it its first real-world value, the beginning of Bitcoin utility. The first time crypto felt like money. Then came the long journey to $1. Bitcoin didn't hit it until 2011. That's 2 full years. Pi coin got to that same value in weeks. Now, I'm not saying Pi will become the next Bitcoin, but the pattern is there, the chaos, the disbelief, the early sell-offs. It all happened with BTC too. Then in 2011, Bitcoin hit $30 and fell back to $2 by the end of the year. Sounds a lot like Pi, doesn't it? Up, down, doubt, recovery. By 2013, Bitcoin finally crossed $1,000. It took 4 years. Today, it's over $60,000. So ask yourself this, if you had discovered Bitcoin back when it was still a mystery to the world, would you have had the courage to hold on through the wild volatility, the media doubt, and the endless skepticism? Or would you have cashed out the moment it hit $1, missing the life-changing journey that followed? Pi Crypto is in that early, chaotic phase right now, still crawling, barely 2 months into open mainnet and facing the typical growing pains every revolutionary project encounters. The dramatic price swings, the sudden dips, the wave of rumors. These aren't red flags, they're signs of an ecosystem being born, tested, and shaped by its community. This is not the time to panic or lose focus. This is the time to zoom out, stay grounded, and remember that real progress takes time. What feels like noise today might just be the foundation of something historic tomorrow. See the bigger picture. This isn't just about Pi price prediction or whether it'll reach $1. It's about whether Pi will survive this crucial stage. Will it mature? Will it unlock real utility? Will developers start integrating it into actual platforms? We're seeing hints of adoption. Businesses in Nigeria and the Philippines are already accepting Pi. Pioneers are trading services and goods peer-to-peer. Slowly but surely, Pi is creating its own Pi network economy. And then there's the big elephant in the room, Banksa. Yes, the rumored Pi Network Banksa partnership has people talking again. Nothing's official yet, but speculation is heating up. If this partnership becomes real, it could unlock new fiat on-ramp possibilities that would change everything, but for now we wait, we hold, we build. So what's the final verdict? For me, it's simple. I'm not here to flip a quick profit, I'm here for the journey. And I believe that if we hold strong, stay informed, and keep pushing for real-world adoption, this community can change the future of digital currency. So today, we unpacked the wild 25% price surge of Pi coin, explored why Binance might be closer than ever to a Pi network listing, dove deep into the Pi KYC migration progress, and even compared the Pi network's evolution to the early days of Bitcoin. Now it's your turn. Do you think Pi network will be listed on Binance before 2025? And what's your Pi price prediction for the next few months? Drop your answers in the comments below. I want to hear what you think. If you got value from this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more weekly Pi Network updates. We're building the biggest, most informed, and most passionate Pi community on YouTube, and you're part of it. Until next time, pioneers, keep mining your belief, keep your wallet safe,